Is it okay that we're talking about your personal information on this video?
That's fine.
Okay.
Completely. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, hi everybody. We're here for another Dare to Lose video log. This is a little bit more than a log though. This is Amy Lemezis. Am I saying that correctly?
Flanagan.
Amy Flanagan.
Lemezis is my maiden name.
I got confused because there's different names with emails because you were married somewhat recently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is Amy. She's a nutritionist, and I'm excited for what I'm going to learn here.
Awesome. So, Paul, you were doing MyFitnessPal
Yes.
for the last 2 or so weeks.
Uh-huh.
Were you surprised by anything that you found?
I was.
What were you surprised by?
Well, the erratic nature of the way that I eat, I think is one of the things that really stood out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I'd get right to my calories or over, and I was pretty happy with the things I was taking in to get those calories.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of it's the best food in the world, but and then other days I'd be 1,000 calories short.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's because of my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up at 3:30. That's too early for breakfast. I don't have any breakfast. I graze through the morning, and then after work, like today, I set appointments right away. And so I don't have a time that I stop and have lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm usually missing those calories, and then I get a massive dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that didn't look great.
That definitely doesn't help. And I know for your goals, you're not necessarily trying to lose weight, but you just want to get more fit, stronger. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So for your goals, it's going to be really important to eat often throughout the day so that you don't lose weight.
Right.
And especially with dinner. And how about the desserty type things?
Oh yeah.
Is that a pretty common thing to have?
Yes.
A huge dessert every night?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is that something that you feel good about?
I feel medium about it.
Okay.
I'm starting to move away. So you'll notice it used to be ice cream
Mm-hmm.
every single night, without fail.
Mm-hmm.
I've started incorporating some nights of dark chocolate.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I'm open to making changes there
Okay.
for sure.
Good. Another thing that I saw was that the huge dinner, definitely, while right now you're active and really healthy, having a huge dinner like that, if it's still a habit 10, 15 years from now, can definitely lead to some weight gain, even if you stay within the same calories.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because your metabolism, especially grazing in the morning, not having a big lunch and then having a huge dinner, it can lead to some fat storage, for sure. And that's really the opposite of what you want.
Yeah.
So I wanted to brainstorm today techniques with you to eat more often throughout the day, but you said you're very busy, so how can we overcome that schedule?
Well,
And maybe take some extra planning the night before.
it's self-imposed busyness,
Okay.
so I can fit something.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to make the decision.
Okay, so it's really just a decision that you can make.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think the hardest part of it right now is? Is it just the overscheduling right after work?
I don't want to stop. I'm not hungry right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I haven't eaten super well. I know I'm going into a workout,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to.
Okay.
That's all.
And then when you get to dinner, are you starving?
It's not bad.
Okay.
So you've noticed the crazy stuff that I eat, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, tell me what you mean by crazy stuff.
The acai, the goji,
I
the
don't think
noni.
that's crazy. That's healthy.
Yeah, but if you stop somebody on the street and say, "Hey, when's the last time you had noni?" They're gonna look at you like you have
I've never had noni.
an extra head.
Yeah. So are you making like a shake with that stuff?
No, that's pure juice. It's 100%
Okay.
pure noni juice, 100% pure acai, 100% pure
Are you mixing it all
goji,
together?
chia. Depends. I take them as shots.
Okay.
So I have a shot glass and I just do a shot here and there. Sometimes
Are
I do
you-
it as like a celebratory drink.
Mm-hmm.
Pour larger doses of them because they're super high potency. They're somewhat expensive as well, so it's like it can be a little bit celebratory.
Yeah.
But like when I eat chia, I'm not hungry. Chia takes away appetite like I have never seen, and it's just because I know it's because the high nutrient density of the food that I'm eating.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's the whole goal, that's the whole focus, that's the whole mission statement of the company providing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it keeps me from getting too hungry,
Okay.
which might not be great.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if you aren't feeling hungry in the morning and at lunch, really, but then dinner is like usually at least 1,000 calories worth, and then there's also the dessert type things after that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just doing that because you feel like eating, or are you hungry at that point in the day?
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. It's also a knowledge that I know I need
Mm-hmm.
a certain amount of calories.
Yes, that's
So
true.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's a combination.
So it'll definitely be best for your metabolism and long-term health if we can get those calories earlier in the day, as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that increasing your breakfast would be possible? Because let's look at example for March 15th. We have about about 250 calories in this breakfast, which I'm assuming was done throughout your shift at work. Would you say that's true? Or is that one sitting?
That's all pretty quick.
Okay.
All this stuff is just down the hatch.
Okay.
And then the almond milk usually lasts about an hour into the day.
Okay.
Almond milk and Mila are mixed together.
So this breakfast is about 250 calories.
Yeah.
Then you have your lunch, the vegetable soup, and the mangosteen.
Yep.
That's 250 as well. It's just round.
Yep.
So that's only 500 calories throughout the day. And then at your dinner, you have 1,700 calories.
Yep.
And then your snacks were your dessert after dinner.
Yep.
And that's another 800 calories.
Mm-hmm.
So that pattern is definitely not the best for your metabolism.
Okay.
Okay. How can we get your breakfast to 500 calories?
It's difficult. One of the challenges that I face in my life is just the craziness of doing a morning show.
Yeah.
You know, like I have to. When's the last time you got up at 3? It's horrible.
The day before our honeymoon to drive. It's not fun.
It's hellish.
Yeah.
And I do it every day, and it takes its toll. It
Mm-hmm.
takes its mental toll. It takes its physical toll. And so, like, if I get up at the very last moment, I'd get up at 4:25 and walk out the door and drive into work, which I used to do, but then I'm unsettled at work.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. This is, I'm sure that you see this a lot with people with their nutrition problems. It's not just the food problem.
Mm-mm.
It's like a whole problem of, you know,
whole lifestyle.
It's a whole lifestyle. It's all the things that are kind of put together. And this is one of the things that, like, I really love my job, but I really hate getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and thinking of doing something else to, at that time of day, makes me want to punch myself in the face.
Could you do it the night before?
Do what?
Prepare something for breakfast that you can eat. Maybe, can you eat while you're at work?
Yes, that's when I graze.
Yeah. So could you prepare some sort of food, either like in a Tupperware or like a smoothie container that you could have at work the next morning, the night before?
Sometimes.
Okay, because that would be a way to do it. You just have to take it out of the fridge and be on your way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not another step. An example would be overnight oatmeal. Have you ever done that?
No.
Have you heard of that before?
No.
It's really good. I'm having it for lunch today. So it's good for breakfast or lunch if you're busy. But it's oats, or you could do quinoa, whatever you want, any kind of grain. And then you mix in any kind of dried fruit or nuts that you like. I like to do cinnamon in it. And then you add some almond milk. Put it in the fridge overnight. The almond milk gets absorbed into the oats, and it kind of doesn't cook it by any means. It's not cooking, but it makes it edible so that it's soft and you can eat it. And that way, you know, you can just eat that right out of the Tupperware container.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's really, really yummy.
Nice.
Add bananas to it. You could add fruit, yogurt, whatever you want.
That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Without even cooking it.
Right. Yeah.
Sweet. I just bought a big old thing of oats at the grocery store yesterday.
If I could go get it from the fridge if you wanted to see it, but I won't unless you want to see it before your workout.
Okay.
Okay. So what I would do is maybe about a cup of oats. And for most people, I'd recommend half a cup of oats, but your calorie needs are so much higher.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with a cup.
Okay.
And then whatever dried fruit you like, you could do dried mangoes. I like to do raisins, they're easy. You could do dried cranberries, dried figs. I mean, what kind of dried fruits do you like?
Raisins.
Yeah, it's easy. You can get exotic with it and do like mango and coconut if you want to. That's a really good combination, but you know, raisins are totally fine. Maybe about a quarter cup or just a sprinkle of those.
Okay.
You could put some nuts in there. I'd recommend walnuts because they have the omega-3s, but you could also put chia in there. Or you could put any of, some people like to put flaxseed in, flax meal, already ground up. Do you ever do flax meal?
Mm-mm.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Okay. It's not nearly as good a source of omegas as chia, but it has healthy fats and fiber. And if you grind up the flax seed into a flour type thing, you can absorb it really readily.
Okay.
So it's just another way you can get more of those things in your diet. So nuts, either walnuts, you can pick. The nuts are going to add some extra calories as well, and some protein and healthy fats. So that'll be really good for you to get in the morning.
Okay.
Oats,
Nice.
dried fruit, walnuts. I like to do fresh fruit as well. I like to put banana in there. And then almond milk. And you just pour in the almond milk so it covers the oat mixture, and then a little bit extra because it'll absorb.
Okay.
Okay. And you can put that in a Tupperware container or just like a mug, put it in your fridge, and then grab it on the way out. And my technique for remembering to grab the food in the fridge, because it can be hard in the morning, is to put your keys in the fridge. So you can't leave the house without it. That's good advice. My mom taught me that one. Cover.
Oh man, keys in the fridge.
Keys in the fridge. And then your keys will be a little bit cold when you put them in your car, but it works. Sometimes I'm running around looking for my keys, and then I'm like, oh, they're in the fridge with my breakfast that I have to eat. How am I gonna work? I also do smoothies. Do you ever do smoothies?
Not too much.
Okay.
I just
You're not a smoothie guy?
I mean, I have chia every day, and I just add it to almond milk because it's just fast, and I like it like that.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I have a really good smoothie recipe with banana and spinach and peanut butter or almond butter.
That sounds pretty good.
You want that?
Well, I'm getting a supplement, a protein recovery supplement set as well, because a lot of this, like, I realized that my whole like way overeating dessert and then way undereating some days is how I've maintained 170 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, for years, because it's not like I work out a lot less with this program.
You're working out a lot less with the program?
Before I used to work out a lot less.
Okay.
And so that's how I would maintain, because I wasn't working out 4 times a week. Now that I'm working out 4 times a week, those days that I'm missing 1,000 calories are not an option anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It doesn't work.
So what type of protein are you getting?
I have to look at it. It's from our company.
Okay. Do you know how many calories it is?
Okay. It'll be here soon though.
Okay, cool. Because while protein is important and the chia is awesome for you, the calories are really what's going to make you lose weight or gain weight. I mean, obviously food, where the calories are coming from is very important in terms of how they're used.
Yeah.
But for your purposes, I definitely want you to make sure that you're getting enough calories from healthy foods. So
me too.
the ice cream, the cupcakes, dark chocolate would be your best bet, but maybe what you could do after dinner.
You saw the cupcakes, did you?
I'm looking at a cupcake right here. Buttercream icing, 5.25 cupcakes. I was looking at this and I was like, he could eat a lot of food and not gain weight. This is pretty cool. What you could do after dinner if you're hungry and you want something kind of sweeter is, have you heard of, do you have a food processor?
Not really.
Or a blender that works really well?
Yeah.
Banana soft serve ice cream. Have you heard of that?
No.
If you freeze bananas and then blend them in the blender or a food processor, you can add in chocolate chips, shredded coconut, whatever you want. It makes a consistency of soft serve ice cream.
Frozen bananas?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. And you can add in different kinds of fruit. If you like strawberry banana ice cream, you could put some strawberries in, or chocolate syrup, whatever you want. It's a little bit healthier. It still has that sweetness to it. So that could be an idea. Because you can get away with this right now, but I would be surprised if 10 years from now you could still get away with eating that much dessert. To be completely honest.
Well, we'll just have to check in 10 years.
We will have to check in 10 years. Maybe it's the chia. It'll make you invincible.
I think if I'm doing the same exact schedule in 10 years, it might be surprising too.
That's true. Yeah. So the overnight oatmeal could be a good thing to have with you in the morning. Just put it all in a tub the night before.
I like that.
Put your keys on top. That would be probably about 450 calories for your breakfast. And then, ideally, you'll have another snack before you work out, right? And then you'll do your workout.
Yeah. I just have to set aside that time. That can be done though.
Oh yeah. And my recommendation is just to focus on changing this one part right now. Just the breakfasts for this week. And then next time we meet, we can talk about snacks and dinners and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to make changes to your routine if it's one at a time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. I like that.
Do you want me to give you that smoothie recipe as well?
Yeah.
That way you have another option, so this
Please.
isn't your only thing that you can choose from?
Please, I love options.
Good.
All right, I'm going to turn off the video now. So I'm going to post any other brilliant nuggets that Amy gives to me in the blog down below here. And if you can't see it, if this is on YouTube, you can find us at try1025.com. Thanks.
That was the first.